In this class, we will find out how to find the square roots of the given numbers. Let us take some examples of our daily life to understand what is the square root. Before we go to the square roots, let us see some examples, some situations. Area of a square is 144 meters square. Square, you know the properties of square, all sides are equal. So area, formula to find the area of the square is side into side, or L square. L square. Suppose if this length is L, so area will be side into side, L into L, L square. Here it is given 144, area is given 144 is equal to L square. Now how to find the side means, so L square is 144. So now you need to find out the value of L here. So it is L into L, side into side. So which number should be multiplied 2 times having equal factors, so that you will get L 12. So that means L is equal to 12. So 12 is the square root of 144. We call this as 12 meter is the answer. When you are having a square number here, so L square is equal to 144. To find out L, we need to take the square root of that number. So 12 if you multiply twice, 12 into 12, having 2 equal factors, then you will get 144. 144 is called as the square of 12. 144 is called as the square of 12. The reverse operation we call it as square root. The square root of 144. Square root of 144 is 12. Now let us see one more example here. What is the length of the diagonal of a square of side 8 cm? Now again one square is given. So diagonal means this one. Suppose if I take ABCD is a square, here AC will be the diagonal. You need to calculate the length of this diagonal. They have given the side of the diagonal is, side of the square is 8 cm. This is 8 and this is 8. All the sides are equal. So using this, you have to find out the length of AC. Apply Pythagoras theorem here. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, because it's a right angle triangle. So now AB is 8 square, BC also 8 square. So 8 square means 64 plus 64, isn't it? So now 8, 128. So AC square is 128. I want to find out the length of AC. So finding the length of AC itself is the square root of 128. We need to find out the number whose square is 128. We need to find out the number whose square is 128. What is that number? That is called as, it is a square root. Something you will get in decimal number. So let us not find out the answer now. We understand what is that square root. So now we use that in symbolic form. This is called as a square root. So we write like this. This is called as square root. We write like the square root of 128. So AC is the square root of 128. This symbol represents the square root. So we write the number inside this root. This is a symbol we use to represent the square root. Now another example you see here. In a right angled triangle, the length of the hypotenuse. So in a right angled triangle, they have told one right angled triangle. Let us take this is PQR is a right angled triangle. Right angle at Q. Hypotenuse is given, that is 5 cm. And one side is given, that is 3 cm. Find out the other side. Apply the Pythagoras theorem. Again PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. PR square is 5 square. This is PQ square means we need to find out plus 3 square. So 25 plus P is equal to PQ square plus 9. So PQ square is equal to 25 minus 9, that is 16. So now we find out the square of a number is 16. We have to find out a number whose PQ square is equal to 16 means, so PQ must be 4. So 4 is called as the square root of 16. 4 is called as a square root of 16. So I will write some more examples, Like this you can write so many examples. So suppose 1 square, you can write it as 1. If I write 2 square, it is 4. Then 3 square, it is 9. 4 square, it is 16. 5 square, it is 25. So these are all square numbers. square numbers having two equal factors. See here, I can write in sentence in the form of square of 1, say square of 2, I take. Square of 2 is 4. Okay, square of 2 is 4. Now I am going to reverse this one. So we call the square root of 4 is 2. So this is the reverse operation of squaring of a number. Square root is nothing but the reverse operation of squaring of a number. Squaring of 2 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Similarly, I will take another example. Square of 3 is 9. The reverse operation is the square root of 9. Square root of 9 is 3. This is the meaning of square root. Next, another example. Square of 5 is 25. Square of 5 is 25. The reverse operation is square root of
25 is 5.
Square root of 25 is 5. So now, this is called as, there is a meaning of square root now. Square root is nothing but the reverse operation of squaring of a number. So you can write the definition like this. Square roots. So square root is the reverse operation of squaring of a number. So this is the definition of square root. Square root is the reverse operation of squaring of a number. Example I already told. Square of 12 is 144. The reverse operation is square root of 144 is 12. The symbolic representation like this. Square root of 144 is equal to 12. So this is the symbol used to represent the square root. This symbol, square root symbol. We will take one example. Now, square root of 4, it is 2, isn't it? How?
Yes, sir.
So now reverse operation I will go. I am going to the squaring of this number. Square of 2. Listen here. Square of 2. Square of 2 is 4. Therefore, square root of 4 is 2. The same, one more example I will take. Square of minus 2 is also 4 only. Square of minus 2 is also 4 only. Minus 2 into minus 2 gives you 4 only. So now reverse operation. Square root of 4 is minus 2 here. Now look at this example. Square root of 4 here taken plus 2. Here in this example square root of 4 is minus 2. Why it is so? So look at this. Square root of 4. Here also square root of 4 only. Here plus 2 I have taken. Here minus 2 I am taking. You are getting a different answers here. Square root of 4 is 2 I am telling here. Square root of 4 is minus 2 I am telling. Because squaring is same. Whether you take a positive number or a negative number, once you square, both will become positive. Square the positive number, answer is positive. Square the negative number, answer is positive. Square of 2 is a positive number. Square of minus 2 is a positive number. So therefore, square root of 2, square root of 4 is either plus 2 or minus 2. We have two possibilities. It can be plus 2 as well as minus 2 also, because you can see these two examples. Square of 4 is, square of 2 is 4, square root of 4 is 2. Here square of minus 2 is 4, therefore square root of 4 is minus 2 here. Both the possibilities are. Sometimes it can be positive number, sometimes it can be negative number. What number you have squared, that matters. factors here. If you have squared a negative number, you are getting square root a negative number only. If you have squared a positive number, then you will get a negative number, positive number. But we do not know what you have squared. 4 is a square of a negative number or a positive number. Therefore, square root must be either plus 2 or minus 2. You will get always two answers. Suppose if I ask what is the square root of 9, you should tell plus or minus.
Plus 3 or minus 3.
So plus or minus. You can write both the signs here. That indicates it is either positive or negative number, plus 3 or minus 3. But in this class, in class 8, we are going to learn only positive values, positive roots only. We are going to take only plus 3 or plus 2 only. Negative numbers we are not going to consider in class 8. But you should know the square root of a number is always having two signs, either positive number or negative number. Is it clear? Are you following? So either positive number or a negative number. You will get 2. But in class 8, you are going to learn only a positive numbers only. Negative numbers we are not going to include here. Is it clear? So we will take square numbers and their square roots now. Square number 1 square means it is 1 only. Square root of this one is 1 itself. So now 2 square, it is 4. Square root of 4, it is 2. 3 square, 9. Square root is 3. 4 square, 16. Square root is 4. 5 square, 25. Square root is 5. 6 square, 36. Square root is, so like this. 7 square, square root is 7. It is 49. Square root is 7. Okay. So similarly, 8 square, 64. So square root is 8. 9 square, 81. Square root is 9. 10 square, it is 100. Square root is 10. So like this you can write the squares and square roots. Okay. So these are the square numbers as well as square roots we are written. Now let us go to another important, finding the square root by repeated subtraction method. So let us find out the square roots. Finding the square roots by repeated subtraction method. Repeated subtraction method. We have another method also. First method what we are learning is repeated subtraction method now. So here we are going to use the property all square numbers can be expressed sum of odd integers, odd numbers, sum of odd numbers. You have learned the property. So 7 square, 49. 49 can be expressed as sum of first 7 odd integers, odd numbers. 5 square, 25 can be expressed as sum of first 5 odd numbers. We are going to use that property. Let us take one example. Find the square root of 81. Square root of 81 I want to find out the square root of 81. So let me use the repeated subtraction method. First one. So let us subtract the odd numbers only. So 81, first odd number. What is the first odd number? Minus 1. What you are going to get? 80. One time we subtracted. First step. Second step. 80 minus second odd number. 3. What is the answer? 77. So now third step, another number we will subtract. 77. You have to take the
77 minus 12.
What is the answer? 72. Fourth step. 72 minus 7. What is the answer?
65.
Subtract like this. So now 65. So now fifth step. 65 minus next number.
45 minus 9.
What is the answer? What is the answer? 56. So next we will go to the sixth step.
56 minus
56 minus
45.
9 is over. 56 minus 11. So if you subtract you will get 45. Seventh step. 45 minus
13.
13. What is the answer?
Sir, 32.
It is equal to 32. So now 32. So now 8th step. 32 minus 15. Next odd number, 15. So what is the answer? 17.
7.
Okay. Then next odd number, 17 minus 17. What is the answer? 0. So in how many steps we got 0? How many times we subtracted? 9 steps. Therefore, square root of 81 is 9. So how many odd numbers you subtracted? You see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 odd numbers you subtracted here. Therefore, the square root of 81 is 9. This method is called as repeated subtraction method. We are subtracting the odd numbers from the given number. So then when you will get 0, so that step, how many steps you subtracted, how many times you subtracted, that will be the square root of that given number. Find the square root of 49 by repeated subtraction method now. First step, 49 minus 1, 48. Second step, 48 minus 3, 45. Third step, 45 minus 5, 40. 40 minus, next number is 7, 33. Next one, 33 minus 9. What is the answer? 24. Sixth one, 24 minus 13. So next seventh step, 13 minus, next number is 13. So we subtracted 7 odd numbers. Therefore, square root of 49 is 7. So this method is called as subtraction, repeated subtraction method. So this is always a lengthy process. Only a smaller numbers and a perfect square numbers only can be done by this method. So for a bigger number, it is very difficult to do this one. Okay, a few numbers can be done by this method. So this is because we know that property, all square numbers can be expressed as sum of odd numbers. Okay, so n square means n odd numbers. N square means n odd numbers. So that property we use here. So let's go to another method, finding the square root through prime factorization. So you can write finding the square roots by prime factorization method. So prime factorization method means you should use only prime numbers. Prime numbers, we know that only two factors, having only two factors. So only prime numbers having only two factors. Prime numbers means the numbers which are having only two factors, one and itself. So using such numbers, you have to factorize to find out the square root. For example, let us take one example. So I'll take 324. So let us find out the square root of this 324 by subtraction, this factorization method. Factorization, you know, 324 right here. Smallest prime number divided by the smallest prime number 2. 2 ones are, 2 6 are, then 2 2s are. Again by 2. 2 8s are, 2 ones are. Next number you take, it is not divisible by 2. 3. Use only prime numbers. You have to use only prime numbers. 3 2s are 6. 21. 3 7s are. Again by 3. 3 9s are. Again by 3. So now this can be written as 324 can be written as 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 3. Here you can write this as 2 square into 3 square into 3 square. This 324. 324 can be written as 2 square into 3 square into 3 square. Now the square root of 324. Square root of 324 is equal to square root of 2 square into 3 square into 3 square. Since all these numbers are square numbers only, so it's a perfect square number. What is the square root of 2 square? It is 2 into. What is the square root of 3 square? 3. 3 is a square. Therefore 3 square. Square root is that number 3. So again this square root is 3. So now square root of 324, multiply this one. 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18. So 18 is the square root of 324. This method is called as prime factorization method. We use only the prime numbers here, 2, 3 only. No other number. Composite numbers are not used here. Only prime numbers. This method is called as prime factorization method. Factorize this 256 by smallest prime number. Okay, 2 1s are, 2 2s are, 2 8s are, 2 6s are, 2 4s are, 2 3s are, 2 2s are. Again 2 1s are, 2 6s are, 2 8s are, 2 4s are, 2 2s are. So now 256 can be written as 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, again 2 into 2. Like this you can write it. So same 256 can be written as, I will combine this one, 2 square, then these two 2 square, 2 square into 2 square. I want the square root of 256 is same as square root of this one, 2 square, 2 square, 2 square into 2 square. Now you take outside this square root. This is square root of 2 square means square root of 2 square, it is 2. Again this is also 2. This is also 2. This is also 2 only. All these are square numbers. 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 2. Square root is 2, 2, 2 only will come. So now what is the product? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. So therefore square root of 256 is 16. Got it?
Yes, sir.
6400 you can factorize the 6400 by smallest prime number 2, 2 3s are, 2 2s are, 0 0. Again 2 1s are, 2 6s are, 12, 0 0. Again 2 8s are, then again 2 4s are, then again 2 2s are, 0 0. Again 2 1s are, again 2 5s are, again 2 25s are, 5 5s are. So therefore 6400 can be written as 2 into 2, 2 into 2, again 2 into 2, 2 into 2, then 5 into 5. So this is the factorizing form. So we have factorized. Let us write this in the form of square numbers. 2 square, 2 square, 2 square, 2 square and 5 square. Now I want square root of 6400. It is same as square root of this square numbers. 2 square, 2 square, 2 square, 2 square and 5 square. Now if you take outside the square root, if you remove the square root, all these square numbers, you can cancel that squares, you will get only 2 into 2 into 2 to 2 into 5. If you multiply this, 5 2s are 10, 10 2s are 20, 22s are 40, 42s are 80. Square root of 6400 is 80. Okay. 5. Here look at this example 5. Is 90 a perfect square? Question. Is 90
No, sir.
a perfect square? Why it is no? If
Sir,
it is not,
it's odd number of zeros.
odd number of zeros, very good. First property itself we can say it is having odd number of zeros. Okay, so then another way, factorize this one, 90. 2 4s are, 2 5s are. Again 3 1s are, 3 5s are. Again 3 5s are. See 90 can be written as 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. So here you are getting, so 3 square into 2 into 5. 90 can be written as this 3 and 3. You can write it as 3 square. This 2 as it is, 5 as it is. Look at this number is not a square number. This 2 and 5 are not having two equal factors. So they are only single numbers are present. Do not occur in pair. 2 and 5 are not in pair. Whereas 3 in pair, 3 and 3. So here you can write 2 and 5 are not in pairs. Not in pair. So therefore, so you cannot write this as a square number. 90 is not a perfect square number. Therefore, 90 is not a perfect square number. Because 2 and 5 they are not in pairs. All square numbers means they should occur in pairs. The factorization should have pairs. Square numbers only you should get. So therefore it cannot be a perfect square number. And also one more property you told now, it is having only odd number of zeros. Square numbers are always having even number of zeros. This is having only an odd number of zero. Therefore that is also one more reason you can write. The mixed here. Is 2352 a perfect square number? First question. First let us factorize this one. 2352. So if you factorize this one, 2 ones are 2 ones are 2 sevens are 14, 2 sixes are again by 2, 2 fives are 10, 2 eights are 16, 2 eights are. So again 2 twos are 4, 2 nines are, then 2 fours are again by 2, 2 ones are, 2 fours are 8, 2 sevens are 147. Again is it divisible by 3? Is it divisible 3? 3 fours are 12. 3 fours are 12. 3 nines are again by 7. 7 sevens are. So 2352 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 4 times into 2, then 3 into 7 into 7. So if you write in the form of pairs in a square numbers, these two combining you can write 2 square. These two numbers you can combine 2 square. 3 is alone. So this is 7 square. So all numbers, all factors are occurring in pair except 3. So 3 is not in pair. Not in pair. Therefore 2352 is not a perfect square number. Okay, because this 3 is not in pair, this number 3 is not in pair, so therefore it is not a perfect square number. Now what should be multiplied to this number to make it a square number? Only this 3 is not in pair. To make this pair, I must multiply this one. Okay, so I can write since 3 is not in pair, since 3 is not in pair, so we need to multiply by 3 to make it a perfect square. So we have to multiply the given number by 3. We should multiply by 3. Then it becomes a perfect square number. So now 2352 is the given number. If you multiply it by 3, you will get, what is the answer you will get? 7056. You will get 7056. Okay, this is a perfect square number. So is a perfect square number. So that is a perfect square number. Now if this is a perfect square number, then find out the square root of this one. 7056 can be expressed as, so product of its factors, already you have found out 2352 factors. So how you have written 2 square into 2 square into 3 into 7 square. This is the factorization of 2352. Once you multiply the 3, this 3 also becomes a square number. Okay, this also becomes a square number. That is the only difference here. Factorization same only, but 3 multiplied, then 3 also becomes a square number. It will be in pair. Now what is the square root of 7056? So it is same as the square root of, same as 2 square, 3 square into 7 square. Now you remove the square root. So it becomes 2 into 3 into 7. Okay. So what happens? Multiply this one. 7 3s are 21. 21 into 4. 21 into 4. 84. 84 is the square root of 7056.